Alright, what's going on, guys? Try back again. Here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing my video pictures preview for The Walking Dead Season 3, Episode 15, which is called This Sorrowful Life. Okay, so the first picture for this week's set for 315 is a picture taken from a marathon trailer, which I want to thank YouTube username 7878 Owen, who pointed this out. It is at the end of a marathon trailer, so this will occur either in this week's episode or possibly in the finale. As you can see, it is someone from, it appears to be the governor's group, holding some kind of, I don't know if that's a grenade launcher or bazooka, rocket launcher type of weapon, and is going to be firing on the watchtower there at the prison. Now, from the side view of who this is, it looks to me like Martinez. Could it be the governor? I mean, I guess it could be. It's kind of hard to tell from this, because it's so dark, and this is really the only capture I could get of it. But from the side, from the beard or the sidebrow type area and the coloration, I want to say it's Martinez, but I could be wrong. It could be the governor as well, but it does look more like Martinez to me from this angle. So I want to thank him for finding this. I will put the link to the trailer in the description so you guys can check it out. Now, it's at the very end of the marathon trailer. It's in like the last few seconds, and it's really the only new scene that's shown in the trailer that we haven't seen yet in the TV series. Here we have what happens right after, of course, after he fires it, which it does show in the trailer, the whole thing. So you can go ahead and check that out. And of course, it just explodes completely, which is pretty damn cool. There's also Daryl somewhere nearby, it seems, kind of hears it and kind of kind of knows what's going on. Is behind some kind of car. So you can go ahead and click that link in the trailer if you want to see more of this. Just a real quick clip, but it does give us some insight into what we'll be seeing, which is that the war will obviously commence within this episode or the finale. So not sure if this is for next week's or the finale, but either way, looks really exciting, really cool, and getting back to like what we saw in episode 10 home with the whole battle situation at the prison, which is really, really exciting, obviously. So can't wait for all of this. Next we have our boy Daryl. He is what seemingly looks like, I think, is this in and around the prison? Maybe not, because in the background that looks like some kind of barn type thing. I mean, maybe he's out on a run or something. Got his trademark jacket. It's funny how they all wear jackets as you get closer to the end of the season, because in filming it's got to be getting colder. So I guess it makes sense. Plus they skip every winter, so I guess if we end each season before the winter type situation, I guess that would make sense, so that they could kind of, skip it and start again the next year. It's just some walkers lying around here with his trusty crossbow as always, and not sure what's going to happen here. Maybe this will be when they meet with the governor at that location where Rick and him met before to discuss things. Maybe Rick does actually go with the group and attempt to kind of pass over Michonne, or maybe just take down the governor right then and there if he shows up, or take down some of his men. So that should be pretty exciting. And next we have Merle, who is just kind of sitting probably at the prison, most likely, and contemplating, looks like, his situation. Probably feeling a bit of an outcast at this point, because nobody really likes him. Nobody, except for Daryl, of course, nobody really trusts him. Or, they've pretty much kept him under lock and key all this time. Anytime they do let him out, he causes trouble. So, what are they going to do with him? He may be the one, if you guys have seen my predictions video, there possibly will be a traitor in Rick's group. He may be the traitor, so to speak, seeing as how maybe he thinks Rick's group can't win. And he thinks that maybe the governor will forgive him if he gives him some kind of tactical advantage or something, and possibly could be wrong about that, could be in some kind of trouble in this episode. And as I was saying, here we see more of why I believe he'll be in some kind of jeopardy. You can see him, and he looks pretty damn worried to me. He's suited up though. He's got his knife hand, so he's ready to go. But something's not going right. I think this is probably at the spot where they're meeting with the governor's group. maybe at this point Martinez and them have opened fire with the 50 cal or something, and you know, Merle just is aware. He just knows what's going to happen. He's just ready and maybe possibly getting fired at. So looks good. I'm really excited. We'll see what happens with this. Should be a fun shootout. And next we have just Daryl and Rick kind of talking about something at the prison, probably before they go out to meet with the governor at that location, special location. Be very interesting to see what happens with Michonne this episode, since she will be a key factor in you know, the story. We don't have any pictures of her from this episode really that are too telling of anything, so I couldn't really find much to do predictions on based on her. But that's probably because she's such an important element to the episode. They don't want to release anything so that we could, you know, kind of figure out what's going to happen with her. Will Rick trade her in? Will he not? What will he do with the governor? Will he fight instead? Going to be exciting. And this one we have a picture of just Rick at the prison, probably keeping watch as usual. Doesn't appear to be worried about anything, doesn't appear to be getting fired at or anything like that. So possibly in this episode we will more see a shootout at that special location rather than the prison. Possibly to the end of the episode something happened at the prison. Or maybe the clip I showed you guys of the two you know, pictures from earlier with the rocket launcher are from the season finale, which wouldn't surprise me either. I mean, it's possible we could see fighting at both that location where they're meeting and at the prison in one episode. It's possible, but since Martinez is the one firing the rocket launcher, I'm not sure if that's going to happen. It's probably from the finale, now that I see this and think about it. And next we just have some pictures of some random walkers around the prison. As we can see, the walkers are still there. They never mentioned that maybe they're leaving the walkers just around as a defense tactic in case the governor's group attacks. So that way the walkers will be another obstacle they'll have to deal with. They've never mentioned that. In the comic books they did. They did say that they're basically leaving the walkers alive there outside the prison in case the governor attacks, so that the governor will have to deal with all the walkers out there. Kind of just use them as another layer of defense in helping them. And finally, the last picture I have is of Glenn and Maggie, and they are just kind of, looks like talking, and maybe Glenn giving her something, can't really see. It's got a cool shotgun there, it reminds me of Shane's shotgun, and her with a sniper rifle that also kind of reminds me of Morgan's sniper rifle. So, good stuff. Looks like it's going to be a great season finale. Really excited, great season. And that's pretty much all I have to say about the episode for predictions. I mean, that's 3 videos I've done doing predictions for this week's episode. I think I've probably hyped it up enough as I possibly can, and can't wait to see how it all turns out in the season finale. Let me know what you guys think, and if you have any more footage online, any trailers or little tidbits you found that we haven't seen yet in the show, and any kind of crazy, sometimes there's other language trailers that show different things, like I don't know, a trailer for a different country, you know, that will show some other stuff. So let me know if you guys find anything, and as I'm always excited to see it. Try to keep the discussions with the comments spoiler free. If you guys know about the leaked information that's going to happen in the finale, I try to avoid it, and I try to keep my videos spoiler free, even though I'm doing predictions. So anyway, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. We'll see you for the next one. This is Trev. I'm saying peace.